Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be creating this look for you guys. I will be using some of the new products from the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie collaboration. I will be using the eyeshadow palette and the new highlighter and the lippy. So if you are interested in watching me recreate this look, go ahead and stay tuned and keep on watching. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. So if you guys are interested in watching me recreate this look here, go ahead and stay tuned and keep on watching. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna start off by filling in my brows, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. Looks like this, and it comes with the little brush on one side and the little cream product on the other side. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Anastasia number 12 brush to do so. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some concealer to my eyelids to get them ready for eyeshadow. I'm just gonna go ahead and take some translucent powder just to set my lids so all the eyeshadows go on smoothly. And I'm just gonna take some of my RCMA no color powder, just grab some on a fluffy brush and just kind of pat that on just to set the concealer so it doesn't crease. So the palette I'm going to be using is this one from Dose of Colors and Desi X Katie, the Friendcation palette. And I'm going to be taking the shade Necessary, which is the lightest brown here. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush and start building that on my crease. Okay, so once I've applied that to my crease, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply. Okay, so that's Necessary by Churro. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take some of Churro, which is the darker brown here. But I'm not putting it all over the brush. I'm just kind of keeping it on one side, and I'm gonna apply that to the outer corner and then just kind of blend it in. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of the darkest brown on the palette, and I'm just going to apply that to the outer corners just to smoke it out more. And slowly blend it in. And I'm going to take the other brush that I first used and just blend it in. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And so just apply it here and slowly just kind of bring it in. And then grab your other brush that you first used and just kind of blend them all together. Okay, so I'm actually going to take a little bit of Girl Bye, which is this color right here. I'm just going to pick up a little bit with the brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my crease. So now the colors I'm going to use on my lid, I'm not sure, but I'm kind of leaning towards these two here. I love this one. It's like a blue, but it looks kind of purple and blue. It's so beautiful. But I think I'm going to use both since I can't make up my mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the darkest one, which is Game Over, and I'm just going to apply that. I'm going to apply that one first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some concealer just to clean the eyelid a little more. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on both eyelids, just so the eyeshadow pops more. I don't want any harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm gonna take Game Over, which is this one here, and I'm going to apply that towards the outer, so from right here, from the middle of my lid out. I might have to use my fingers just because I feel like these eyeshadows, you get the best payoff when you use your fingers. But first I'm using the brush just to kind of see what happens. And it looks pretty good, but I bet you that if I go in with my finger, I'll get really good pigment. So let's try with my finger and see how it looks. I mean, do you guys see that? It like made a huge difference once I used my fingers. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply first with the brush and then go over it with my finger because I don't want to get it all over the place. It's a little bit messier when you use your finger because, you know, my fingers are not the smallest, so. I'm gonna go and just kind of clean here because the eyeshadow got a little higher than I wanted it to, and I don't want that. So So it kind of stained a little area here. You can't really see in there, but I could see it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into a moment. Okay, you guys, so my camera died and I just went ahead and applied some foundation. I used the Maybelline what's this one? The Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I just went ahead and applied that to my face. I haven't applied anything else, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some concealer next. I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some of this to my under eyes. Have you guys tried this concealer? Do you guys like it? Do you guys think it's comparable to the Shape Tape? I really like it so far. I love Shape Tape concealer, but this one does a really nice job as well. So I guess if you don't have the Shape Tape and if you have this one, you're pretty much set, because this one is really full coverage as well. But it's, I mean, it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? So I guess I do like it. In other words, I like it. It's just, I shouldn't be comparing it to Tarte. Okay, so now I'm just gonna blend it in so I could finish the rest of my eyes. I didn't want to do the lower lash line until I was done applying my foundation and stuff. I kind of like to do that after I apply concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some powder just to set my whole face before I apply bronzer, because I am gonna be using powder bronzer and I don't want it to stick. So I'm just gonna take this brush to set my under eyes, and I'm just gonna dump a little bit of this powder. The only thing about this powder is that it's so messy, so there's really no neat way to kind of get this. So I just kind of dump a little bit on the lid here, and I just do it like that. Otherwise, I mean, it's a hot mess. You can apply as much powder as you like. I personally don't bake. I mean, I like to apply powder. I just don't like to apply too much powder because it makes my under eyes look really dry, and it makes me look like I'm 100 years old. So I don't really like that look on me, you know. Now I'm going to take a bigger brush just to set the rest of my face. I'm just going to take this big old fluffy brush and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lower lash line. So I'm going to use the same eyeshadows pretty much. I'm going to use Churro, Necessary, and this one. I can't say Cheens. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this brush that I already used. And I'm going to go into Necessary first and then mix it with Churro and just apply that to the lower lash line. I'm going to take a little flat brush like this and go into the darkest brown in the palette and just apply that to the outer third of the eye on the lower light. Ugh. You know what I mean. Right here. So just apply that there and do the same thing to the other eye. It's just going to intensify the lower lash line a little bit more. And then I'm going to go back in with the brush and grab a little bit of Grow By and just blend. Okay, so now what I want to do, okay, so I'm gonna take some of Just a Kiss, which is the shimmery gold shade here. So pretty. It's like a rosy gold. So I'm just going to take some of that, and I'm just going to use my finger for that. I'm going to apply that to the inner corners just to make them pop a little bit. So get some of that on your finger and just apply that right there. And a little bit more on the other eye. And just slightly bring it up and connect it with the blue eyeshadow, so it's not like standing on its own. Okay, so just like that. I think I'm gonna apply some dark liner. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm just gonna take my little fat eyeliner. This one is from L'Oreal, and it's the Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, and it's the black one. I love this little eyeliner. It's so good for tight linings. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, and I don't know if I want to apply eyeliner. I honestly don't really want to. I hope this looks nice because honestly I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna go for it. So this is what it looks like. It's a nice gold color. It's like a coppery gold, and I'm just taking my Makeup Geek bent liner brush for this. So I'm just gonna dig in there. I haven't used this, so I don't really know how pigmented or how good this eyeliner is. So wish me luck. So it's definitely buildable. So you just have to kind of go over it a few times. It depends how intense you want it. Because it's not going to show like on the first try. Like you have to kind of build it up. Okay, so I went ahead and applied it to both eyelids. I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes. So while my eyelashes dry, before I apply my falsies, I'm going to go ahead and move on to bronze my face. And for that, I'm going to use... I'm actually going to mix two bronzers because I want to use the Betty Luminizer from the Balm. This bronzer has a lot of shimmer in it, so it's very pretty. I don't want to use it on its own because it's a little bit shimmery, so I find that it works really well when you mix it with a matte bronzer. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my butter bronzer mixed with this bronzer. I'm just going to go ahead and dip my brush into the butter bronzer first, and then just kind of swirl it a little bit into that Balm bronzer, and just slightly just to bronze my cheekbones. And it's gonna just give you like a nice little glow, kind of like a little bit of a highlight effect with that bronzer. But if I apply it on its own, it's gonna be a little too much. So I like to mix it with like whatever your favorite bronzer is. Just kind of dip it in both, and it just gives you like this most beautiful glowy bronzy look. I swear you guys, I lose everything, and if I don't lose everything, my daughters sometimes they grab my makeup brushes and they take them somewhere else, or they'll move them from place to place, so I can never find anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a smaller brush. I'm just gonna take this one. This one's a little smaller. I'm just gonna pinch it and dip it into my butter bronzer. I don't want to apply any of the shimmer one, but I'm just gonna dip it in the butter bronzer and just kind of pinch it together and bring it down my nose just to slim it down a little bit. My nose. to shorten my nose. And I like to apply a little bit to the bottom of my lips because I have small lips, so whatever helps to make them look a little bigger, I'm down for that. What's you guys' favorite mascara for really straight lashes? My lashes are super straight and literally no mascara. I mean, yes, but the only mascaras that work for my lashes are the ones that are waterproof and the ones that are sort of more on the dry side. Do you guys have any favorite mascaras that work to keep the curl and hold the curl throughout the day? If you have really straight lashes, let me know down below. Leave it in the comments. I'm always looking for a good mascara, but I like to try more. I want to see what else is out there that would work for my straight lashes. Okay, so for blush, I think, you know what, let me apply, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my falsies and then I'll move on to the blush, just so I feel like it's almost complete. For lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply these that came in my BoxyCharm box. These are from Lashaholic and they're in the style, what style is this? I'm not sure, it doesn't say, but it's these lashes here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply those lashes off camera and then I'll be right back to finish the rest of my face. I don't want this camera to overheat and then shut down on me, so I'll be right back once I apply the lashes. Okay, so my lashes are on. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply some blush and I'm gonna be using this one from Laura Geller. This is in the shade Tropic Hues and it looks like this. It's like a pinkish, terracotta-ish, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this blush. Okay, so now for a highlight, I'm gonna be using the Dose of Colors. This is the shade Chasing the Sun, and it's also from the new collaboration. So I'm just gonna take my little highlighter brush. And you guys, I love this highlighter. It's just so pretty. Okay, so there's the highlighter. Okay, so now moving on to the lips, I'm gonna be using the Dose of Colors lipstick as well. This one is also from the new collaboration with Desi and Katie, and this one is My Main. As you can see, the name is gone. I don't even know if it had the name down here or not. I think it did, but now it's gone. But I know this is My Main. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Okay, so that's My Main. Now you can leave it like this or you can add gloss. I think I like it like this. I think this looks okay. So yeah, this pretty much completes the look. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys have this palette because it's great. I really like it. I like all the new products that they came up with. I love the highlighter. I love the palette. I love the lippies. I don't own the other ones, but I did order them, so I should be getting them soon. And I can't wait. I'll make a video once I get those, creating a different look with the palette. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.